So, from this presentation, I'm going to be talking about Roita from Like Father, Like Son, and how his relationship with his son changes throughout the movie. I'm focusing on how he learns what being a father actually means. And at the beginning, he thinks being a father is more about blood and success. But by the end, his perspective completely changes. And you can see this through the way that he treats Kita and how the relationship develops over time. So for the theme, I picked what makes a real father, blood versus emotional connection. And then a key point was Rota struggles with this throughout the movie. Around the 20-minute mark, Roita finds out that his son was switched at birth. This moment is really important because it shows how he first reacts. And instead of focusing on the child he has been raising, he immediately starts thinking about the biological son. This shows that he believes blood is what really matters when it comes to family. You can also tell that Roita is very strict with Kita. He expects a lot from him and doesn't really show much emotion or affection. The relationship feels kind of distant and seems like Roita cares more about success and discipline than actually connecting with his son. This sets up how different he is from what a father could be. And in scene 2, around the 1 hour mark, Roita starts spending more time with the other family, especially the father. This is where things start to change a little bit. I don't know how to. Yudi is the complete opposite of Roita. He is more relaxed, playful, and actually spends time and bonds with his kid. You can really see the difference in how their kids respond to them. Yudi's kids seem comfortable and happy around him, while Roita's relationship with Kita still feels kind of awkward. This is important because it starts to make Roita question himself. Even though Yudi doesn't have as much money or status, he's still a better father in terms of emotional connection. For scene 3, towards the end of the movie, around 1 hour and 45 minutes, Rhoda spends more time with the biological son. This is where he starts to realize something is important. Just because they are related by blood doesn't mean that they automatically have a strong relationship. At the same time, he begins to understand how much Kita actually means to him. And even though Kita isn't his biological son, that's the child that he raised and built memories with. This is where Rhoda starts to change because he realizes that being a father isn't about biology, it's about love, time, and connection. And that leads to the personal connection. And I think that this message is really relatable in real life too, because relationships aren't just based on biology, they're built over time through effort and care. I also think it shows how important emotional support is, especially for kids. The way a parent treats their child can really affect how that child feels and grows up. And you can clearly see that difference in this movie. And then for the conclusion, Rhoda changes a lot throughout the movie. At first, he focuses on blood and success, but by the end, he realizes that being a father is really about love and the connection. His relationship with Kita shows that basically what I've been saying about family, and how it's about the bonds that you create with someone. And that's what makes his character develop so important and meaningful. And that's all.